You're copying our powers, but only because we're letting you. Don't make me regret this, Karin.
Don't worry. I'll close the Kunad gate.
Luca just trusts you.
Arahabaki is ready. Karin should be ready too.
We're gonna connect through the SAS to help you while operating the link with Arahabaki.
Kasane, Yuito, we got this.
We'll be supporting the two of you through the SAS as well. Let's all make this a success.
This is going to tax all of you, but we need your help. I just know everything is going to work out.
We can do it. We've been able to come this far because we've worked together.
I've finished connecting Arahabaki.
All right, let's start.
Opening SAS connection to Arahabaki.
Wow!
So this is Arahabaki's...
It's a bit much, huh? Ah.
Damn it! So much power!
Feels like I'm going to black out. The extinction belt. It's still not moving.
I have to find a way to control this power!
Kevin?
Just focus on the extinction belt. Give it your all. I'll take care of controlling Arahabaki. I've been connected to it for 2,000 years now.
All right then, do it!
Karin! We trust you.
If you want to save this world, then show me the strength of your resolve.
Kasane!
Yuito!
We've got movement! The extinction belt is getting sucked into the Kunad gate like we planned!
Oh, wow. The extinction belt is fading away.
We did it. Thank you, Karin.
The extinction belt's no longer a threat. From here, we can go directly to the Kronos terminal.
Right.
Keep your focus on the red strings.
Now. Finally. The last one.
Ha! No! Why? I thought you promised!
Karin!
I can't give up. Not after all these years. I'll go to the past and find a timeline where Alice lives.
No! You can't!
Hold on!
I told you to show me the strength of your resolve. This time, I won't claim Yakumo's life. The final entanglement will be eliminated.
Karin, but that...
You're going to sacrifice your own life.
This is it. One last jump through time.
No, don't do this!
Karin!
Karin,
What?
This is... the red strings. But how?
Alice. I'm sorry, Fubuki. Take care of her for me.
Where did he... What just happened?
Look! The Kunad Gate!
Beautiful.
Does that mean... we... pulled it off?
The Kunad Gate no longer seems to exist. Karen.
Yeah.
That flood of red we saw everywhere. That was the red strings, wasn't it? Which means...
By traveling into the past, I wonder if we... changed the world for the better. More than just the Kunad Gate closing, you mean?
Oh! Sorry about zoning out there, guys. Not used to the sky being pretty. Good to go, Haruka?
I've been good to go for a while. Hurry up, Wataru.
We saved the world, didn't we?
We didn't just prevent the future apocalypse. We eliminated the extinction belt, too. Thanks to Karen. We won.
Yeah. He made a new future. All of us did.
It's beautiful. I wish you could see it.
Huh. This is kind of overwhelming, I must confess. My god. So at the end, not only did we save the world, the extinction belt is gone, which means now, technically speaking, we should be able to contact the moon again, right? That was the only thing that prevented us. But Kevin, he sacrificed everything. Now the question is, he tried to save Alice, right? I didn't really see her. Did that actually turn out to be the truth? Did he manage to save Alice? And at the same time, what happened? Oh, did he just disappear? Oh yes, he did. True. Since he traveled to the past, there's a chance he never existed, right? To clear out the paradox. Oh man. So wait, if he didn't kill Sumeragi, that means the true Sumeragi is at the tomb. Alice never sacrificed herself in order to save Karen from becoming an Other. technically speaking, all he actually had to do was travel back to the time before she transformed, and he's disappearing again. Is he going to disappear from every memory that is related to him? Anyways, what I wanted to point out is, if he was traveling back to the point when she actually turned into that other, instead of traveling back 2000 years ago, wouldn't it be possible to raise the extinction belt? But wait, no, that won't work, since the Kunite Gate didn't exist at the time. That didn't work. And it was 20 years before... Right. Yuito was 70 years, 3 or 4 years before Yuito was even born. And then he had to wait 20 years in order for that gate to open. There's no way to open that gate beforehand, since he isn't able to contain the power in himself for a long period of time. So he's not able to open the Kunite Gate on his own, since he needs Kasane and her strong emotion to actually do that in the first place. It's actually really tricky, and he never found a cure. Not a single time in those 2000 years. Not a single cure to actually get them back into their human forms. Distressing, really distressing. Anyways, first of all, I need to say, this game was actually a blast to play. It's a bit different from the other playthroughs that I did, since most of the time, yeah, there were a lot of cutscenes. Like, seriously, I think 80%, 70% of the whole game was cutscene. Then I walked a bit, did a few quests, but the quests in this game didn't really matter, since there wasn't really a story part in it. I checked the first few, then I noticed they didn't really include anything. I didn't even had to return the quest to them. Okay? I didn't even have to do that. I could just complete it on the spot. There was no conversation beforehand, there was no conversation afterwards, so side quests kind of became obligatory, you know? You didn't really have to do them, the only thing they gave you were weapons that you get either way, and gifts that you also get either way, and there's another Karen disappearing. I think he actually erased his existence. And that seems to be the only way for him to actually save her. Oh man. Anyways, this game was different from all the other playthroughs. And I don't really mind it, since it kind of reminds me to I Insomnia File. But when I started this playthrough, I expected many battles. And in the end, I got those battles near the end of the final area, where I could actually not just run past like a babe. Then they throw so many tough battles at once. I mean, technically speaking, we are so overpowered thanks to the bonds that we shared in the game itself. But still, really nice. Even though I wish there were a few more memories in between each section. I think I was going through 3 maps without any type of memory. And at the start of that area, I got 2 memories. And that one special other, the circus thing, with the shield and the elephant head and its strange arm. I would have loved to see that in another scenario as well. But then again, I guess that other was so special, it only appeared once in those 20 years. And only during Karen's fight. Not really sure why he was afraid of that thing, or why it was in that memory, in that form. But it seems like the fact that it was so close and actually hurting her was enough to imprint in his memories, right? But that thing was a joke. The 3 phases. I didn't use any items. It wasn't really that tough. The 4th phase was annoying because of the shield. But overall, it wasn't really that tough. Karen fights, except of the first phase. The first phase killed me like 3 times. Ridiculous. All because of the teleport. Always the teleport. The second phase was so much easier. Even though he was so intimidating big. With others in one center core, and all those strange attacks and the shadow doppelgangers. So much was happening. It was easier than the first phase. But overall, it was a great game. So do we have a cutscene?
Okay, so this is what we could find out.
Is Alice alive? I want to know that.
We'll need to do a more thorough investigation, but most of it coincides with the history we know.
Okay.
But there's...
Major General Fubuki, we've received several reports from all areas that the extinction belt has dissipated. And the Kunad gate suddenly disappeared. What in the world happened here?
Well, we got rid of that. Both of them.
I'll send a detailed report later. First, we need to contact the New Himuka government.
No! I clicked too fast!
You're here too?
Alice! He did it! He actually traded places with her.
Alice?
What? Why are you so startled? Oh, you're with them too, Hanabi?
Oh god.
What?
Alice. It's you. Wait. If you're here, then what about... Then... what about Karin?
Karin? I don't know him. Do I?
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. He seriously erased everything about himself.
I was thinking of going to Kunad Highway tomorrow since it's ready. I'd be happy if you'd all join me.
Oh, Karen. Well, at least we can remember him. Our characters didn't forget him. Probably because we were connected thanks to SAS and the red strings. Probably.
Gave it my all. Sure.
But still.
I'll join you.
Oh,
Alive for
Kasane!
alive.
You're finally here!
Sorry, am I late? It doesn't look like Major General Fubuki is here yet.
Ugh, who does he think he is keeping me waiting? Whew, maybe I'll take a nap.
Oh, I can talk to everyone. One more time. Okay. Gamer?
It's not so bad for a loner like me. But for those of you with family and friends, it's tough to keep track of what changed and what didn't. The world left us behind. Saying it like that sounds pretty lonely. It's nice to have you guys to share these complicated feelings with, though. It's unfortunate that even though history was rewritten, Naomi and the others are still dead.
Yeah, but she found a reason to live. I have to accept it and live myself.
You are so strong. I have to keep working hard until I retire, too.
That's so you. I knew I could count on you.
I guess people will say I'm a stick in the mud. Well, even if I've started to age, there should still be some time before my power starts to weaken. I plan to do all I can in the OSF until my superiors order me to retire. And after that...
You're going to help create the new system, right?
Yeah, Yuito said he wanted to change this country like I did. So I'm thinking I want to help him do that.
I see. He must be happy about your support. You should think about treating him to your cooking sometime. I bet your skills have improved.
Yeah, I've gotten pretty confident. I also expanded my repertoire. Although, I have to follow Naomi's recipes, or ones I found in the cooking database. Besides, I started a new hobby. Tsugumi is teaching me how to garden.
Sounds like you're living life to the fullest. I'm sure you'll find even more hobbies at this rate. I guess you won't have anything to worry about when you finally retire.
That would be good. By the way, I heard you were participating in the Lunar Surface Survey project.
Yes, people are probably suffering there like my sister did.
I was surprised when I first heard, but a part of me also understood. It was so like you, something really outside the box. I can't even imagine what challenges are waiting for you, but I'm sure you'll be able to get through them.
Yes, I'm confident.
That's what I like to hear. Go follow your heart. I'll be watching over you from down here.
And I'll be watching over you from the moon.
These cherry blossoms are as beautiful as ever. Even though history changed, Seto and Nagi, their deaths weren't erased. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't hoping for a miracle. But I guess I need to face reality. Anyway, how have you been feeling?
I'm fine right now. I can still use my power, but thanks for your concern. You're always worried about other people. I think that's amazing.
You're still the same. You always look for the best in people.
What? That was sudden. I'm embarrassed.
You took me in after my mistakes and showed me the right way. I'm grateful.
I'm grateful to you too. You were always saving my butt. Also, I think you and the others guided me a lot too. So, I guess that means we found a path we could take together.
I see. Maybe Yuito Platoon felt so nice because you were the one in charge. You could call it a family. I don't have any family left, but the warmth I felt in the Yuito Platoon was just like it.
Family? Then I guess you'd be the oldest brother.
I'm basically the same age as Chairman Sumeragi.
Well, but your body is still young. You decided to stop acting old.
Right. I still have a lot of life to enjoy.
Don't make it sound like a chore. You have to ease up. You're so serious. Oh, right. We should go to that gyoza place again. I registered an account on their app.
You too? I actually registered on the app as well. Okay, let's go try out some of the new stuff on the menu next time.
Karin traveling through time and Alice being alive. There has to be some sign of causality here. It's like an exaggerated butterfly effect. Trying to figure it out would be a waste of time. Frankly, it was a miracle. I hate saying something so illogical, though.
What are you going to do?
Me? I don't have any big plans. I'll just stay in the OSF and it'll be the same old, same old. I could just retire and sleep all day, but such a sudden lifestyle change sounds like a pain.
Because you're worried about Major General Fubuki?
Do you think I'd do something so illogical? Well, it's not like I don't plan to look in on him sometimes. I just don't want him to go messing around somewhere and have to go running to help him.
That sounds like worrying.
Well, you're free to interpret things that way if you want. Being stubborn will only expend needless energy. I want to increase the energy efficiency to coincide with Arashi version 2.1's official release. Now, if only I could put an end to keeping up that fake smile for the OSF's PR work. I want to go to the moon too.
You heard I was going to the moon?
Yeah, since I'm in charge of PR. Anyways, that's quite an idea, leaving Earth. I have trouble just leaving the house. However, that's an interesting viewpoint. I'm a little interested in space development, especially zero gravity. Just floating effortlessly and sipping soda out of a straw? That's the dream.
Even with version 2.1, you're still the same old Arashi.
Enough joking around, Kasane. You chose a pretty hard path. Just try your best and promise you'll come back safely.
Okay, I promise. So will you be updated to your next version by the time I come back?
I didn't even think about it, but that's possible. I don't know what the future holds. Well, let's just say you'll have to wait and see when you come back. Regardless, that time travel power is incredibly strong. If history was going to change, it could have made someone else head of PR.
You do seem pretty busy lately. You're booked for constant interviews, so you don't have time to slack off.
If you understand, then take over for me. I really am going to quit being the PR person, I mean it.
You say that now, but the fact that you're going to keep working in the OSF means that you're worried about Major General Fubuki.
Oh boy. You really do have some obsession about siblings. How many times do I have to tell you I don't care about my brother that much?
Obsession. Well, I'm a younger brother, so maybe I want to dream.
Are things not going well with former Chief Kaito?
The thing about family and siblings is that you can't cut ties that easily, even if you hate them. And sometimes, those ties aren't cut when you thought they were. You know what I mean, right? So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't.
I see. Those are some grim prospects.
Yours aren't as complicated as mine. So you should help out Major General Fubuki. When the timeline changed so that Alice was alive and Karin never existed? I think it's been tough for both Luca and your brother.
Good grief. Are you trying to say that since you're a younger brother, you understand people who have older siblings who make their lives difficult?
Well, more or less. I'm sure you didn't need me to point out that you and Major General Fubuki have a special bond.
You're such a dreamer. We don't have anything like that. Besides, Fubuki isn't a kid. He decides how he wants to handle this history. I may be his sister, but it's not my place.
I see. Yeah, you're right. Maybe it's none of my business.
God, you never change. You're frustratingly good-natured. You know, you should be worrying more about yourself.
Really?
But that is also your strength. It has to be exhausting, though. No, don't worry. I don't plan on quitting the OSF for now. Fubuki isn't even part of my consideration. There's a lot of benefits to a stable job once you learn all the tricks to slack off.
Okay, got it. You're staying because of Major General Fubuki. That's a relief. Good on you.
So you're going to pretend you didn't hear me? You might actually have what it takes to be a politician.
Perhaps the reason we know that history has changed is because we were connected to you via SAS. Due to some effect of the Red String's power, we weren't affected by the change. Thanks to that, my brother will not be forgotten. Regardless of the outcome, I think that was good.
You were worried about losing your power. Has anything changed?
There's no change currently, though I am sure that, like Yuito, the possibility of losing my power is still present. I don't feel as uneasy or impatient as I did before, though, and I did have you to listen to me. I'll do what I can now. I'll fulfill my duty as an OSF soldier and slowly change this country.
A country where being a dud isn't a disadvantage.
Yes. Think of it as an offering to my brother's memory. I was suffering in secret, just like my brother. Worrying about what could happen because I was a dud.
Should I say condolences about Karin? I haven't been able to really accept what's happened yet.
Me neither. I'm still coming to terms with this new world. It's such a strange feeling. We're the only ones left from before the timeline change.
You're right. The entire world changed without us. That's not something that happens every day.
I once said that my brother is possessed by powers. Perhaps in the end, my brother was manipulated by the tremendous power of the red strings. Or perhaps my brother was happy to fulfill his wish using that power.
I don't know, but he probably doesn't have any regrets. He doesn't seem like the type.
Yes, that is how he was.
I won't forget about Karin.
Thank you. A world where Alice is alive. This is what Karin wanted, though it is only in hindsight. What my brother did, I believe it was wrong, but I think I felt his thoughts for a moment at the end there. I don't agree with him, but for now I am trying to accept this world. By the way, did you have your brain examined?
Yeah. My power was acquired, so they said I have a very high chance of losing it.
I see.
Don't look so down. I said I don't care about it. I'll be alright.
You really are strong. I must bolster myself so I don't fall into despair. You climbed the mountain with me, so I can't look glum in front of you.
You don't have to pretend to be happy. Karin was...
I know, and I appreciate that. However, I want to push my limits here. The fact that my brother vanished is confusing. But whatever this world is now, I did have a brother. If this is the world my brother wished for, then I want to watch over it and be a part of it as well. I want to be strong for that. Stronger than him.
Yeah. Even if Karin was the one who created this current timeline, it's up to us to create the future.
Are you planning on retiring from the OSF?
Nothing gets past you. I've already put in my request. I'll be back to being a civilian after I take care of a few things. I can't stay in the OSF if I lose my powers.
Even if you didn't lose your power, I think you would have still chosen retirement. In order to protect this country differently from the OSF.
You think so? You might be right. I realize that there are a lot of different ways to help people.
Yes. We will both do what we can to create a better future. I want to use this given power to carry out my duties in the OSF. Even if it was given to me, I should use it to the fullest. I've come to terms with the many parts that make me who I am.
You truly are a Septentrion. So reliable. I'll keep doing my best, too. We might be going about it differently, but I'm sure we're striving for the same future.
Oh, it is important to maintain your physical health after your retirement if you're going to accomplish something significant. I can help you come up with a training regimen.
So that part of you hasn't changed. You really are amazing. Okay, don't make it too tough, though.
Ooh, that is, you shouldn't ask that of him.
Karin talked to me a few times when I was a cadet. He was so nice, too. At the time, I wondered, why me? There's nothing special about me. I finally understand. It was because I look so much like Aunt Alice. You know a lot about Seiran City, right, Kasane? We should go sometime. I want to learn about cities other than Suo, like what kind of people live there and the lives they lead.
Sure, I don't know too much, but I can show you around.
Thanks. So, when would be good? We should probably do it soon.
Why?
Well, I heard that you're joining the project that's going to the moon.
Then you know. The planning and preparations will take time, so it's not like I'm leaving right away.
I realized that you were going somewhere, but I didn't think it'd be the moon. I was just so surprised how far ahead you're thinking. I think it's a really amazing decision.
It's not that amazing. I'm just doing what I want to.
That's what makes it amazing. I mean, we're talking about the moon. It's really far away.
Do you think it's reckless?
No. I already told you before. I'll always have your back. no matter what path you decide to take. I mean, we're friends. Distance doesn't matter between friends, even if it's from the Earth to the moon.
Thank you. I feel so much better knowing that you're cheering me on from Earth. And I'll be cheering you on from the moon. I know you'll be able to tell Yuito how you...
Ah! Don't say it out loud!
Really? I think it's important. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, but if you say you're going to be cheering me on from the moon, I'll get embarrassed every time I look up at it.
You're strange, Hanabi.
What? That goes for you too. Aunt Alice is really nice, but there are still times I just don't know what to say to her. Oh, my mom and dad left a message. They told me to invite you for dinner. Food tastes better when you eat with friends. It's just like when we were little. Oh, I heard you put in your resignation.
Yeah, I made up my mind. Once everything calms down and the OSF is back to business as usual, I plan to retire.
So it's really true. Well, I'm sure there are so many things you still want to do. Do your best in your new life. I'll do my best in the OSF. I guess, well, we should both do our best.
I guess that's a good summary, but you're right. I mean, I feel safe leaving the OSF in your hands, Hanabi.
Really? I'm not good enough to say that you can count on me, and there are so many obstacles I need to overcome. But I'm confident that I won't give up.
I know. It's not easy trying to live up to your ideals, but I know you can do it.
Thanks. Just watch. I'll prove I can. And I'll be watching you too.
Yeah. Oh, didn't you say you had something to tell me?
I can't say yet, but be ready, because I will tell you someday.
Shoot! Shoot!
Once I become the person I want to be.
Why aren't you just saying it?
What do you mean, be ready? I don't really understand, but I'll be waiting until you say it's time.
Even if it's just a little at a time, if we can reduce the number of others, then we'll be able to walk around outside more freely. I'm sure that there are lots of forests and fields of flowers I haven't seen in the world. Someday, I'd like to look for places like that. I bet there are plants I've never seen on the moon, too.
That's probably true, but why? Are you planning to go to the moon?
No, you. I heard you were going to the moon.
Oh, so you knew. Not right away, but that's my plan.
So, it's true.
I won't be able to have tea and talk with you face to face once it happens.
Can I ask why?
Did you hear about metamorphosis happening on the moon? If people there are suffering like Naomi, I don't want to idly watch from the sidelines.
I actually thought I wanted to go to the moon too. But when I talked to Kaguro about it, he told me absolutely not.
He really cares about you. I'm sure he's just worried.
Yeah. But this whole time, I had regrets. I was shocked when Naomi transformed in front of me. I couldn't do anything. It's not like me going would change anything, and a change in environment really makes me anxious. But still...
Still, you wanted to go to the moon to help someone.
Yes. Besides, I'm also interested in moon vegetation.
If you're serious about it, then you'll be able to convince Kaguro. Besides, it'd be reassuring to have you come with me. It was so easy when we teamed up for my first training exercise back when I joined the OSF.
Yes, it was easy for me too, because you were so confident for a rookie. I'm going to try to convince Kaguro. I mean, I don't really need to. He should understand once he realizes I'm serious.
Yes. Let's go together. I'll help you collect moon plants.
That would be great. Blue sky is beautiful. The sun feels warmer than before somehow. I'm sure the animals are happy the extinction belt is gone too. We have to put the hideout's potted plants outside sometimes. Kaguro helps me with that. So, did you help with the hideout's plants?
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I put them out, give them water and nutrients. Was that bad?
No. I'm glad you took care of them, even with everything that's going on.
It's because I took what you taught me seriously. The spathiphyllum buds are getting pretty big.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they can bloom at the hideout.
That's not it. I was glad to stay in your platoon.
What? Oh, you mean when Major General Fubuki said he would reorganize us?
Yes, I was a little worried then. Of course, I decided to stay in the platoon after some careful consideration. That decision was about parting with the OSF. I don't handle change very well.
But you still came with us. Thanks. It was really reassuring when you decided to come.
I need to thank you, too. You've given me so much courage. You became my friend and told me I can be who I am.
You're making me blush. I barely did anything.
I wish I could be in Yuito platoon forever. But that won't happen, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I won't be able to stay in the OSF if I lose my powers. And besides, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do.
It's important to do what you want. It's a little unfortunate, but we'll still be friends, won't we?
Of course we're friends. And student-teacher.
You're like the sun to me, Yuito.
What?
Because plants need sun to grow. Even if you leave the OSF, I know you'll be working hard somewhere. That's enough to keep me motivated to grow.
Then you're like the soil to me. The land, earth. Even if we're not in the same place, let's do our best where we are.
Let's have a competition to see whose flower will be prettier. I won't lose.
I've seen many generations these past 2,000 years, but there hasn't been one quite as shocking as this. Well, I suppose it won't be that bad to be buried in this era. It looks like Togetsu's cryogenic sleep device is stopped too. So I guess that means I need to be awake and live. Well, I'm destined to go to prison. At least I'll have work to absorb me until then.
Yeah, you should make up for what you did.
I'm prepared for that. Anyway, I hear you're going to the moon?
Yes. I suppose the moon is your home. Do you want to go back?
I don't think so. That feeling is gone.
So, you don't have any connection to it now?
That's complicated too. I linger over it sometimes. Like, I want to know what happened to my family. I know they're not alive anymore. There might not even be any trace of them. Even so, I want some clue. Maybe I want to see what kind of lives the two of them led, and what the moon is like now.
Then you should come to the moon too.
And abandon the responsibility of what I did here? I can't do that. That's too selfish.
You can come after you pay for your crimes. I'd feel reassured if I knew you were coming eventually.
That's unexpected. Do you really rely on me that much?
No, I just think Shin Daniel's knowledge would be useful. So, I'll be waiting for you on the moon.
You can be surprisingly kind sometimes. I hope my Sugumi grew up to be like that.
Your Sugumi?
Oh, right, I didn't tell you. Don't tell anyone. It's awkward. My daughter's name is Tsugumi. Her hair was a lot like yours.
Oh.
I see. That's why you were so pushy about our date.
I always wanted to go somewhere with my daughter when she was grown. Well, the only part of you that's like her is your hair. Because I'm sure my daughter grew up to be a much kinder, stronger, smarter, and well-behaved individual.
Oh.
Like our Tsugumi?
Hey, don't get the wrong idea. I was first drawn by her name, but that was just the start. I know she's not my daughter. I like our Tsugumi for who she is. She's a really good girl.
She'd be glad to know that. So, what are you going to do? Are you coming to the moon?
I think I'll leave the preliminary surveying to you while I do my time. That's not too much to ask, is it?
Fine, but I'll put you to work when you finally get there.
It looks like the cryogenic sleep chambers stopped functioning when Babe went down. My old associates were taken into custody by the government. Well, they can't do anything without Babe anyway. I'm in a pretty bad spot too. Well, I guess it's obvious they're suspicious of me as well. There's also the thing with Chairman Sumeragi. I'm on release without indictment, hunting others for now, but I'll probably be arrested soon.
I see.
Don't look at me like that. I know you want to say I told you so.
I want you to pay for what you did, but I don't feel smug about it. You're one of us, even if you did some bad things.
Don't you find it hard to live with that personality?
I managed to make it to 16 like this, so no.
That's true. So what are your plans now?
I'll retire. I won't be able to stay in the OSF if I lose my powers. Besides, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do.
Then come visit me if I get thrown in prison. I'd like to know how things are going and how Tsugumi is doing.
Okay. My brother might get caught too, so I can visit you when I visit him.
Hey, am I just an afterthought?
Maybe a little.
I'm kidding. Besides, Major General Fubuki said that your sentence would be lighter because of everything you did to help. That's why instead of worrying about what will happen when you're caught, you should worry about what you'll do after.
After that? I'm sure I'll be discharged from the OSF. I heard the Lunar Surface Survey project will be going forward, so I'll probably help with... No, it's still a little too hard to go back home to the moon. I'll probably just stay here and clean up the Togetsu mess. I've been on Earth for a while, but I've done so much lying in my life. It might be good to finally live honestly for once.
Then teach me about politics.
Why me? Do I look like I'd be good at it?
Weren't you the commander of the colonists? I looked it up after Kasane told me your real name. You're actually really good at politics.
Oh man, it sucks to have so much information about you etched in history. Well, I'm tired living a life of lies. It might not be so bad being your tutor.
I thought that if history changed and Alice was alive, maybe Captain Seto was too. But we weren't so lucky. He's gone. I feel like I understood Karin just a little for a moment. But I wouldn't want to do the same thing. I heard you were going to the moon.
Yes, that's right.
How selfish. I'll be glad to have you gone. You've had me running all over the place.
What are you going to do, Shiden?
Don't ask questions you know the answer to. I'm staying in the OSF, so they have to recognize my strength.
I thought you'd stopped worrying about what other people think.
I'm not worried about what other people think. I want to have more of a voice in the OSF. The fighting between Seiran and Suo hasn't completely died down yet. The cities will need to continue improving their relationship. I don't want bloodthirsty idiots who don't know anything giving me orders.
Wow, you surprisingly put some thought into this. I figured you were only interested in making yourself stronger.
Of course I still want to be stronger, but that won't be enough to beat you. I thought you were like me, but then you said you wanted to go to the moon. I've started to look at the big picture as well as the future because I don't want to lose to you.
That wasn't my intention, but it's good to have a broad perspective. Besides, you might finally gain the composure you need to lead a platoon.
You're looking down on me again. Oh well. You should know that I'm going to beat you one of these days. Maybe not now, but one day. So you can't just leave without a rematch.
Okay, we'll meet again.
I didn't say I wanted to see you, but I'm also not saying I don't.
Uh-huh, I totally understand.
In this history, it wasn't Karin that started a rebellion with Seiron, but another OSF soldier. He's a known veteran, and I recognize his face, but I don't think he's an equal to Karin. However, history is taking almost the same path. It's something that's beyond human comprehension. Oh yeah, I heard you've been having some trouble. The crows are all over you.
It's my family. Now that Kaito is out of the government, the press has turned on him and are just saying whatever they want. Since I was part of the operation that got rid of the extinction belt, they've been hounding me. It's the same with you, right?
That's true, but you have the advantage of being a Sumeragi. Public opinion and the press just latch on to what's easy to understand. Most people don't try to see what's really going on.
Oh, are you actually worried about me?
That's not what I meant. I was just checking because it wouldn't be good if it got in the way of our missions.
I'm fine. It's not like I'm being chased around by the crows all day, every day. Things will settle down eventually. Oh, but I might already be retired by then.
I see. If you retire, you'll be a civilian. Weak. You can sit and watch me climb the ranks.
You don't change, do you? Though you're right. I won't be able to fight the others anymore. I won't be able to go watch the thunderclouds outside the city like we did either.
Apparently, New Himuka's climate changed after the extinction belt disappeared. We might get a chance to see lightning up close again. I wouldn't be opposed to taking you. You can thank me later.
Aww.
Wow, conceited much? It would be nice to see them with you again.
It looks like the new Himuka government is dismantling the Togetsu faith. The design children there will probably be dealt with too, as they should be. I hope that the information Togetsu has can help this country's future. That also includes my knowledge. However, I think the moon is the best place for my knowledge to be put to use. Because you have Dr. Pope's knowledge? Yes. Also, Dr. Pope was from there. I hope I can use this knowledge to help the moon. These memories have given me a hard time, but if they can be of use, maybe they're worth it to pay my debts. Debts? It brought you so much grief. I think it'll be good to get revenge on the moon. Yes, but one of the reasons I was born was to carry on these memories. Also, lately I've started thinking that Dr. Pope's memories are a part of me too. Maybe I've had a change of heart. I see. I'm glad. It's thanks to you that I could think this way. Thank you for giving me a chance at a second life. You chose this life yourself. It's not like I created it for you. If you hadn't faced the Togetsu remnants with me, I'm sure I would still be a prisoner to my past. So I wanted to repay you. I mean, this is what I really wanted. I don't know if I'll get permission since I used to be a Togetsu spy. I put in a request to join the Lunar Surface Survey Project. If they allow me, I'll be able to look after you. I can take care of myself. No, I might have you help me with something other than cooking if you want. Oh, that makes me so happy. I'll be sure to bring you plenty of charms. Yuito, Chairman Sumeragi, your father, this new history didn't change what happened to him. The sins of Togetsu didn't change either. I plan to atone for assisting them. I hope I can help with the dismantling of Togetsu as well. What are you going to do? I heard you were retiring, but what about after that?
Oh, you heard already?
Of course. I was the leader of Kyoka platoon, so I'll hear things amongst the command.
Right. For now, I'd like to do some studying. I also have to clean up the scandals around the Sumeragi name.
Oh, then I might be able to help you, too.
Huh?
I also plan on retiring once things calm down. Since I'm testifying to what Togetsu did, it would only cause trouble if I stayed in the OSF.
I see. I guess that's what it means to bring what Togetsu did to light.
If I leave the OSF, there won't be anything tying me down anymore. I think I can also convey the efforts Chairman Sumeragi went through to protect New Himuka.
But why? Even if you feel responsible for Togetsu, what my father did...
Is Wakana being happy not a good enough reason?
My mom? You mean when you were monitoring my mom?
Yes. Chairman Sumeragi certainly took part in some inhumane activities. Even if it was allowed politically, he can't be forgiven. But that's not everything Chairman Sumeragi was. He got in the way of Togetsu. He was assassinated because he tried to protect New Himuka from Togetsu. I'm sure of it. The chairman's merits and demerits should both be made public. That should be detailed in Togetsu's materials.
I didn't think anyone would look at it that way. I'm glad. To be honest, I was a little depressed about it. Because some people say the Sumeragi family was controlling New Himuka for their own interests. My father and brother did some horrible things.
That shouldn't be all. It should all be brought to light. I'll help you do that.
Thanks. Even if it's the hard truth, I'll face it head on.
You're gonna join the Lunar Surface Survey Project too, right, Kasane? I wonder if my power will reach the moon. It probably won't, though. I actually run an OSF fan site, so I want to post news about you on the moon. It's not just you, though. I want to post updates and share with everyone on the net about all the people that go there from the OSF. I got it. What if you write some kind of lunar diary while you're there? Then we can turn it into a book. I'll help.
I'm thinking of applying for the Lunar Surface Survey Project. There's so much drama hanging out with you. You're so eccentric. I was only logistical support here, so I hope I get out there together with you on the moon. I like getting exercise. I'll have your back too. Let's do our best.
So, even the twins have some plans. He's going to write a book, and you are going to follow me. Now then, Yuito, it's time to put an end to everything.
Major General Fubuki is a little late. Maybe I should contact him.
I guess it's about time. And... no, it's fine. I already talked to everyone.
No, it's fine.
Sorry for keeping everyone waiting.
When's the last time everyone got together like this? I'm glad to see nobody's changed.
It hasn't been that long. I've been so busy I actually lost track of time. Man, I need a break.
That makes sense since you've had to deal with the media every day. Seriously, good work.
It appears there hasn't been much change with the others in this area.
While new others haven't appeared since the extinction belt dissipated, it's not like the ones already here just suddenly went away.
Yeah, looks like I won't be retiring anytime soon.
That's right. We need to keep protecting everyone.
I heard they're going to change the other reports to a system that tracks them on the surface.
It looks like things are going to start changing around here, little by little.
All right, let's do what we came here to do. That should do it. I want to thank everyone for coming today to honor him.
So we're the only ones who remember Karin.
The world changed, but we weren't affected by it.
Erasing his own existence like that? I never would have thought he had it in him.
Maybe it was the price to change the world the way he desired. Although I'm sure he doesn't look at it as paying a price. Why do you have to go off and make me an only child?
He will exist as long as we remember him. We know that he was here in this world.
Yes.
Well, are you guys ready to head home?
I wouldn't mind taking out a few others around here on our way out.
Such the diligent soldier. Who in their right mind asks to do more work?
Kasane. I heard that you're leaving. That you're going to the moon.
Well, we already talked about that in the Bond episode.
Yes. It's something I've been thinking of ever since we heard about it in Togetsu. If the people there are suffering from metamorphosis, then there might be something I can do to help them. What if we can control the other particles by using New Himuka's metamorphosis technology? Wouldn't that be ironic?
I'm glad to hear a lot of people will be helping you. Honestly, I half expected you to try to do it alone.
I would if I had to. It won't be a problem. Even if I'm alone.
Yeah, you're right. We're alone. Maybe that's just part of being alive. But we're still connected. No matter how far we go.
Yuito, what'll you do now?
I figure I'll stay in the OSF a little bit longer. After that... who can say? I'd like to make a society where powers don't decide your fate. And I need to deal with my family's... actions. Changing the world is definitely a tall order. I know it'll take more than just talk.
Don't forget, we saved the world. We already did the hard part. That's why. It's up to you to protect this place.
Right. I've got this.
Still connected through the red string. And of course we're going to save this. It's clear data. Still need to do everything over again on Yuito's side. But oh well. Kasane's story cleared. Ooh! Obtain Phantom Art, Phoenix of Mod documents. Can be exchanged from item and shops. Interesting. Additional playthrough. When you clear the game with either Yuito or Kasane, EX new game will be added to the title screen. You can start the game again, maintaining your level and item. Also, when game clear data is saved, save data is loaded, you will start from the hideout. There are more quests given in each area, and you can accept special quests. Cool. Kind of like a post-game. But, yeah, I already checked. It seems like, except of more quests, they don't really add any story. There isn't really anything else. We're back to the start. Back to the beginning cutscene. This is actual a full circle. Absolutely great. I hope you guys had fun, and see you in our next playthrough. Until then!